everybody. Now you've clicked on this video because you want to hear about this microphone. That's what the video is about. This is the Rode Procaster. I've always got to watch out when I pronounce Rode microphones because their naming policy is a bit dodgy. But anyway, this is a Rode Procaster microphone. It is a podcasting microphone and it's got that broadcasty sound, or that's what they're going for, and a broadcasty look. Very reminiscent of, and I've already forgotten the name of the microphone, the Electro Voice RE320. I had that memorized. The Electro Voice RE320 or the Electro Voice RE20. Yeah, they use it in studios, radio studios around the world, I'm sure. That's what they're going for with this microphone. It's a cardioid dynamic microphone, not a condenser, dynamic microphone. So it's the front address, talk to it down that way. Anyway, this is, you probably know all about that. You just want to hear another video how it sounds. You want to hear another video how it sounds. That's what I'm trying to say. And well, you should, because that's something that doesn't get talked about enough when it comes to reviewing microphones, is two things they don't talk enough about, in my opinion. The room that it's getting recorded in, and the voice of the person who is recording. And possibly the preamps that's used to amplify this microphone. Just out of interest, mine's the Moto M2. So, before I talk about that, I just want to let you know that you're familiar with this microphone. It's around about £150, dollars. It used to be a lot more than that. It used to be $250, I think. So now it's $150, which makes it a very attractive proposition, and that's why I bought it. I wanted a new live streaming microphone. That's another thing that we need to talk about, is the difference between how it sounds right now, because I'm recording it through a DAW, and how it sounds when you are live streaming, either through YouTube or Twitch, Facebook Gaming. It sounds different because when you're live streaming, they compress everything so that you can watch it basically without having to have like 100 gig download speed. There's a reason why they do that, and they compress it. The reason why they compress it, I should say, is so you can watch it. But when they do that, your microphone doesn't sound as good and it can sound a little bit muddy. Now, if you've got a muddy voice like I do, that could be a problem. So that's why, especially when I've been using this, whether it suits me or not, because I'm still in the return window, I don't know if I'll keep it, is that it sounds differently when I'm recording through a DAW, and probably the way you're hearing it right now, and when I live stream. Definitely sounds differently. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the room. I'm recording in a very small room. It's literally about maybe, if you're lucky, 3 meters by maybe 2.5 meters. It's classed in the UK as a single. It's a single bedroom. So because it's a small room, it can create a different sound if you are recording in a larger room. It's also treated, albeit basically. In front of me right now, I have got a double mattress actually right in front of me to absorb the sound from bouncing back, reverbing around the room. I've also got some bass traps in the corners just up here. I've got one sound panel up here as well. I've kept it clear behind. Now before, if you look at my previous videos, you'll see that I had sound panels in the back, and you'll probably hear my voice sounded quite, well, muddy. So that's something you definitely have to take into consideration. The size of your room, and also your voice. You need to find out what kind of voice do you have. It's taken me a long time to discover that I've actually got a bit of a muddy voice. So certain microphones will not complement my muddy voice. Yes, you can fix it in post and EQ, and yeah, you can do things like that. But I want to use this as a live streaming microphone. So yes, you can buy processors, and I've had a DBX286S, which, to be honest with you, as much as the internet hype is around that, I would not actually recommend it. It's not a really good product. It's full of bugs. So But the preamps on that are actually not as good as the preamps on my Moto M2, so my voice sounds muddier through that. It's something to consider. So watch as many videos as possible before you make your choice. And if you've got a return window, use it and, order some more microphones if you can. If you can. Now, I have got another microphone that I'm going to be testing out shortly, and that's the PreSonus PD70. It's in the same bracket, money-wise, as this microphone. It's a broadcast microphone, apparently. And I've also got the Sontronics Podcaster, something like that. Anyway, that's coming as well. So I'm going to I want a live streaming microphone. I will not keep them all. I may keep 2. Or I might just keep 1, but I'm not going to keep them all. And that's my advice. If you're looking for a really good microphone for podcasting or live streaming, try a few out if you can, and try them out in your particular room with your particular voice, because they will sound differently from, podcastage, for example. So it's something to consider. Anyway, now that I've talked a little bit about it, you can get a gauge of how this microphone sounds, whether it's picked up plosives. I haven't really picked up a lot, but this, in my headphones I should say, I haven't picked up a lot of plosives. But this microphone does pick up more plosives than... It's not the best for that, so a pop filter is probably recommended, or a little bit of mic technique. So as you can see, I'm not quite, although it looks as if I'm right over the microphone, I'm not quite over the microphone like this. And it'll sound completely different. Exactly. Peter picked a pike of pickled peppers, but wow, do the plosives really come into play. Peter pecked a peck of pickled peppers. Even now, the plosives are coming through. This has got a built-in pop filter. It's underneath there. Is it the best? I don't think so. So I still think a pop filter is recommended if you do want to eliminate. If you want to make sure there's no plosives in it in your videos at all. Although it doesn't look as good. You could use, oh no, where's it gone? A foam shield. Where's my foam shield gone? Here it is, like this one here. This is just a standard one, costs about £3 or £4. It does actually fit on it. Works reasonably well. There we go. It works fine. £3 or £4 or whatever. Peter pecked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter pecked a peck of pickled peppers. Bring pizza pronto. It works quite well. But it doesn't. It changes the sound just a little bit, and it doesn't look as good. I don't think. So I'm going to take it off. There we are. Because I still think a microphone has to look good if you're live streaming. It has to look good. This has got a really good look about it. So what attracted me to it in the first place, and it was very well reviewed everywhere. So, yeah, that's what do you get with it? I'm sure you already know what you get with it. You get a little carry case, and you also get, that's what you get. That's your mic stand. So normally it would go there, and that would go in there. This is a shock mount, a Rode shock mount, so you don't get a shock mount with it. How does it reject? I've got a shock mount on it, but when you touch it, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I have got a shock mount on it, but it's not bad. Hitting the desk. See if I can do a mouse click. And now I'm going to click on the keyboard. There you go. Make up your mind whether that's good enough, if that's going to serve you well. How does it sound to you? Sounds, as I said, because I'm listening, I'm monitoring it. Well, that's another thing, by the way. How it sounds is basically what you're going to be listening it on. I don't have any studio monitors in here. I rely on my headphones, and I know these headphones, the Sony AMD 7506s, something like that, industry standard, but they are not balanced neutrally. They are very high in treble, very high in bass. Sound amazing, by the way. I really recommend these headphones, but they're not for monitoring. So I'll sound amazing and then I'll listen to it somewhere else and it'll be like, that doesn't sound right. So you do have to make sure you listen to it on the speakers that you can, or the best headphones that you've got. But, and again, when you put it onto YouTube, it gets compressed anyway. So I think I've talked enough to give you an idea of what this microphone is like. Whether I'll be keeping it, I don't know. I'm still to make my analysis. I will be doing a comparison video later on. So, well, you know what to do if you want that. Just keep a loadout for my a loadout. Keep a loadout. Keep a holdout. Keep a lookout. Keep a lookout for future videos from me, I guess. There we go. I think I've covered everything. I wish I haven't forgotten about something. Other than, this is how it sounds if you're going to be speaking away 12 feet, 7 feet away, 7 feet. That's about a foot away. So you really have to be on top of it. Other than that, you know, speak to the side of it. That's how it sounds. Speak to the side of it. That's how it sounds. And there we are. We're back. Oh, the one thing I did want to do is how it sounds in a completely untreated room, which I'm going to do right now. Right, so here we are. This is an untested room, and it's as untested you could possibly get. I'm in the hall, so there's nothing really to break it up at all. The sound, you might hear a little bit of reverb. Probably will do, I should hope so, because it's almost as if I'm in an echo chamber. But there you go. This is how it sounds in an completely untreated room. So there should be a little bit of a difference. One thing I forgot to mention in the main video, this is still the main video. Anyway, one thing I forgot to mention is I will put a short live stream video unlisted in the description so you can hear the difference between how it sounds through a DAW and how YouTube will compress it when they do a live stream. That was quite a big S there, wasn't there? Anyway, make up your own mind whether you like it. I'm not so sure myself. I'm still going to... the jury's still out whether I'll be keeping this microphone or not. Anyway, look forward to my next videos on this one, the PreSonus PD70. I'll be doing that very shortly, and I'll also be doing the Sontronics Podcaster Pro, or whatever it's called, podcasting mic, whatever it is. Look out for it. And I'll see you in the next videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Bye-bye now.